Welcome all in our online class, arranged by St. Gregory's High School and College. On behalf of St. Gregory's High School and College, here I am Johnny Shaha, Senior Teacher, Department of English. This class is for the students of class 6 and my subject is English 7 paper. Boys, hope you all are well by the grace of Almighty. Boys, before going to today's lesson, I want to show you some pictures. Look, what are these boys doing? Yes, these boys are giving exam. As you are giving your test exam now, the quiz exam. What are these kids doing? They are playing cricket. And what is this kid doing? He is riding a bicycle. And what the baby does? He is sleeping. So they are doing different kinds of work, but all are works. So I think you have guessed today's lesson. Yes, today we are going to discussion on verb. We will discuss verb and its classification. Today it is the part 1 of this lesson. I have divided verb and its classification into 2 parts, and today this is the part 1. If we classify verb, we will find different kinds of verb. If you follow books and different kinds of books, you will get different classification. So I will show you everything in a base, in a structure base or in a map. So open your CW copy. If you submitted your CW copy at school, you may write down in your any rough khata. Okay? So let's start. At first it is verb. I am showing you all diagram. At first, verb can be classified into 2 ways. One, finite verb and another is non-finite verb. The first one is finite verb and another is non-finite verb. We can classify non-finite verb into 3 ways. They are infinitive, gerund, participle. So infinitive, non-finite verb, gerund, non-finite verb, and participle, non-finite verb. Again, if we classify finite verb, we will find 2 kinds. They are principal and another is auxiliary. They are principal and another is auxiliary. That means principal finite verb and auxiliary finite verb. Again, if we classify auxiliary verb, we will find another 2 types. They are primary auxiliary verb and another is modal auxiliary verb. Primary auxiliary verb and modal auxiliary verb. Again, if we classify principal verb, we will find another 2 kinds. They are transitive verb and another is intransitive verb. Transitive verb and another is intransitive verb. I think in your class 5 you have already read about transitive and intransitive verb. Again, if we classify transitive verb, we will find another 6 types. That means if we classify transitive verb, we will get 6 transitive verbs. What are they? They are copulative verb, factitive verb, causative verb, reflexive verb, cognate verb, and quasi-passive verb. Again, copulative verb, factitive verb, causative verb, reflexive verb, cognate verb, and quasi-passive verb. So these all are our verbs. I think some of you have started roaming your head that what kind of verb is. There are so many times. In English grammar, we don't find these types of verb. So one by one they have different steps. One by one they have different kinds. One by one they have different classification. So if we classify like this way, we will find verb in this diagram. But for your relaxation, I am assuring you that we will not discuss all the verb. We will discuss only this finite and non-finite verb. Again, finite and non-finite verb. Then we will discuss on principal and auxiliary verb. Again, I am saying principal and auxiliary verb. Then we will discuss on transitive and intransitive verb. Again, I am showing you transitive and intransitive verb. So boys, for your better knowledge, you may draw this diagram in your CW copy, because I think it will help you in future. You may know many verbs by following this diagram. That means you may classify different kinds of verb following this diagram. So now move to today's part. What are we going to discuss on verb classification? At first, we will discuss on finite and non-finite verb. So verb, finite and non-finite verb. I will show you the definition and side by side some examples so that you may easily understand the verb. Okay? So again, start. The verbs that end or complete the sentence and change the form according to the tense of the subject's person and number are called finite verbs. That means the verb which gives us a meaningful sentence or meaning of the subject according to the subject or tense or person or number, the verb can be changed. So that verb is called finite verbs. As for example, number 1, Sunny goes to school. Sunny goes to school. Here the finite verb is goes. Again, Labib wants to go there. Labib wants to go there. Here finite verb is want. Here finite verb is want. You may pause the video and write down the definition and the example in your CW copy. Now, the non-finite verb. Verbs that do not end or complete the sentence and do not change their form according to the tense of the subject's person and number are called non-finite verbs. So we find non-finite verb can't change. They have no preference on the sentence. They do not give any kind of they don't give the complete the sentence anyway. They do not change their form. Okay, so I'm giving the example. Some Labib wants to go there. Here the non-finite verb is go. Look, I can change wants, because if I write down is, Labib is, okay, Labib have, okay, Labib will. Like this way we can change want, but we can't change go. Okay, so go is a non-finite verb. Number 2, I am fond of reading novels. I am fond of reading novels. You may know except to, after any preposition the verb will be in ing form. So here reading, always be reading. So reading is here non-finite verb. So reading is here non-finite verb. So this is our finite and non-finite verb. Now we'll move to the next. Here again verb, two kinds, principal and auxiliary. Principal and auxiliary verb. So what is principal verb? The main verb of the sentence is called principal verb. So we all know that in a sentence there will be a main verb. So the main verb of the sentence is called principal verb. Principal verb can stand alone, or they can be used with a helping verb. That means helping verb means auxiliary verb. So we find the helping verb is another name of auxiliary verb. Here is an example. They build a big plan. They build a big plan. Here the principal verb is build. Here the principal verb is build. Number 2, he is writing a story. He is writing a story. Here the principal verb is writing. Here the principal verb is writing. So this is the definition and example of principal verb. Now auxiliary verb, a verb that is used in forming the tenses moods, and voices of other verbs is called auxiliary verbs. That means we may easily say that an auxiliary verb helps a principal verb. That means an auxiliary verb always helps the main verb of the sentence. Okay, it can change the tense of the main verb, it can change the mood of the main verb, it can change the voice of the main verb. So I am showing the example of some auxiliary verb like am, is, are, was, were, have, has, had, shall, should, will, would, may, might, can, could, etc. Like this way, these verbs always helps the main verb. I'm giving the example in sentence. We will help them. We will help them. So here the auxiliary verb is will. Again, he is writing a story. He is writing a story. Here the auxiliary verb is. So here the auxiliary verb is. So boys, write down everything in your CW copy. I think it will help for you. It will help you for your next class, because in our next class we will discuss on part 2, that means transitive and intransitive. On that class I will show you some other examples and I will also give you some home tasks. So follow all the part, pause the video and write down everything in your CW copy. We will meet again in our next class. Till then, stay at home and keep yourself safe. Thank you for being with me. Bye.